Good evening, everybody, and welcome along once again to Inside Line Racing. This is the final round of ILRGT1, and we are here in Interlagos in Brazil, a track which I know quite well from other games. And Jamie has just left the session. I don't know why, but hopefully he'll join back soon. But anyway, I am Jess, and for the final time this season, I will be your commentator for this tier. And last week was such a good race, and hopefully we'll have a good finale to shake things off as well. So good to see quite a few of you tuned in already. The stream is live. I did check before I started talking that the stream was live, but it was. So all good. Jobs are good in. So for those of you that don't know, if you haven't watched the Tier 2 streams, Scott became the Tier 2 champion. And to make up numbers in this tier tonight, he has moved up to Tier 1. So he's racing in Tier 1 tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on, because he's used to getting first and second place in a tier in ILRGT anyway. And I wonder how he's going to do here. I hope he does well. I did commentate on a fair few rounds on ILRGT2 anyway. So yeah, good luck, Scott. Do us proud, mate. So I asked chat earlier about lap times, and already they're starting to beat it. 1:17s, 1:16s is what people were doing last season. Well, before the quali. 1:16.5 is the current fastest lap at the moment, and that is set by H Racing Green. Now, that is not too bad of a lap time. France is in P2 as well, and Jamie has joined back. That is good news. And yeah, someone has just pointed out there's not many nationalities here. There's only one, and it's British, because I don't think Jam can make it tonight. I mean, there's quite a few that can't. We only have 7 drivers at the moment. Well, we'll be 8 when Jamie joins us, but it's going to be quite a small lobby tonight, but quality over quantity. So I am going to see who could we follow on a hot lap now. Hopefully my onboard cameras work today, because when I was on the keyboard like last week, it pointed to the back. So let's just see if it does the same. It's fixed. It's fixed. Okay, it's good. All right. Oh, that's good news. So it doesn't point to the back like it did last week. So we'll be able to see the onboard cameras. I'm so relieved about that. Oh my god. So as we got Lambo that's currently in the pit lane at the moment, so he is going to go on for another run, so let's not follow him. It's me, he's currently 6th. I'm just trying to see if I can catch a lap in. I think everyone's on the middle one. Actually no, Red Matt is on an out lap, so as soon as he crosses the line, I will take you on board for that. We've got a few people in the chat. We've got Flip who's in the chat, and Paris. Paris is thinking of joining the league next season. I don't think I'm allowed to say what. I don't know. I'm not allowed to. I'm not sure I'm allowed to say what category we are. They're possibly thinking of this season. I will ask the Twitter chat actually and ask if I'm allowed to say it. But if I'm allowed to say it, I will say it. But I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, so let's just go on board with Matt as he's going on a lap right now. As he goes through turn 1, braking just for the 100 meter board here, and taking the very twisty set of corners coming up here. And now what is known as the centre S's at the moment coming up and going through the long straight here. A very common corner for overtaking and braking just at turn 4. He's become purple in the first sector, so he's looking at a very good lap time already from Red Matt then as he goes up the hill. The track has changed much over the years, but it has come to be the track that we know today and we grow to love. Luckily, Red Matt doesn't have any traffic in front of him, so he can just concentrate on the lap and the lap only. As he then goes towards Young Cow in a second. Well, he doesn't go through Young Cow yet. No, he goes through it now. I nearly got my corners wrong there. As he's come, he says personal best in sector 2. It wasn't purple, but we'll see anyway as he goes towards the final set of corners now. around the straight. The Super Formula cars did sound brilliant. I'm going to miss commentating on those. But anyway, he comes across the line. What lap time is he going to set? Oh, that is a pretty good lap time. It is about 3/10 of H Racing Green. So he's quick. He said he was doing 1/6. Actually, he did say to me he was doing 1/16 in practice. And I wasn't wrong at all for that occasion. So yeah, I do believe Jamie will be starting at the back of the grid. Yes, he is. He's currently stationary at the moment in, I don't know what corner it was, but there we go. So he'll probably be starting last. He did start last a few races ago. I think it was Monza. And then, obviously, he was on pole. Oh, no, actually, it was Jamie was on pole, but Phil had a really good start. And Phil actually went on to win the race. He was the only person to win a race this season apart from Jamie, and it was nice to see him win. Someone predicting in the chat that they want Francis to beat Jamie this week. Francis' pace is looking very strong at the moment. He is improving, and he is good at overtaking around these Super Formula cars anyway, and he's good on this game. So he could possibly get a podium and maybe a win, I don't know. But I'm not going to predict him for the win, mainly because we do have some other strong drivers. I am going to predict if Jamie doesn't win, I think it's going to be H Racing Green. Because from what I've heard, H Racing Green loves this track. Absolutely loves this track. I mean, he is a god. So watch him do well today. But anyway, we're riding on board with Francis now as he comes across the line. A 1:16.6. So he's third. So times are toppling. 2/10 slower than Red Mat. So pretty close. Scott's doing alright in P4. He's doing pretty good compared to where he was in Tier 2. Obviously, for pretty much all the season apart from this race. So, yeah, he's done very well to get where he is at the moment. So, could he be a dark horse? You never know. And we've got J-Luke back. I haven't seen J-Luke in ages. So, good to have him in the ILRT car again. Was he here? To be honest, I can't remember if he was here last week or not. I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm glad he's back anyway. As Red Mat is slowing right down. Probably he's going to go on his in-lap and then dive it into the pits. Now, I'm just waiting for ILR to tweet a tweet about the stream so I can retweet it. Or they might be waiting for me to tweet it. I don't know. But anyway, we'll see anyway. So, it's me. Let's see where it's me is in the number 11 car. Now, I wonder, with the cars that are going to be chosen this season, I wonder if we'll see a lot of difference in terms of pace, like in what tiers people are going to be in, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, it's me comes across the line. He doesn't improve on his time. It's P7 for him. Francis goes into the pit lane, goes out for his out lap, and I think Lambo's going out on a flyer as well. He's on the middle of a flyer actually. Apologies for my throat. My throat is pretty much playing up today, so I am drinking loads of water. So hopefully that does help. I've got a bit of water beside me, so. And I've just noticed actually, H Racing Green has improved his lap time to a 1:15.9, which is pretty good. So they've already improved on the times that I thought. I'm like, what? That is insane. So, can Scott improve on his P5? We'll have to wait and see. Nope, I think he'll probably go to the pits again. You can go as many times as you want, of course. I was like, wow, so I'm following Jamie because he is in last place. Obviously, I can't do that. So, I'll just tweet a tweet, so I retweeted it, so it's all good. Hopefully people will know about the stream now, and yeah. So, H Racing Green now. Is he going to find enough time in the bag? He's already gone faster than what he was doing in practice, so I think we could expect big things from him. As Red Mat's done his personal best by 16,000 of a second. Oh! Was it me or we almost hit the wall there? That's compromised him a lot on his lap. No, it's not going to be a fast lap at all. He's gone into the pits as well, which is a shame. It's just an on mistake in the final corner, and France has almost gone wide. I think he's going to get another penalty for that. It'll probably go to 1 second at this rate if he's not careful. Yes, it is. It does go to 1 second. Which is not where you want to be right now. But he's still in third. So he's still in a decent position. So let's see how H Racing Green does, because obviously he is the one to watch on this track at the moment. We're going to see if anyone else can beat him. And can Jamie do what he usually does and climb his way up to the top of the standings? We'll have to wait and see. We do have around about 5 minutes left to go of the session then. So they'll have about 5 minutes. And if you're aware, if you're new to ILRGT, they run it like a practice basically. And they have 20 minutes, which starts from about 20 to 7. And then when it gets to 7 o'clock, that's it. They're not allowed to finish their laps, unlike F1. As soon as it hits 7 o'clock, the final will begin, and it will be a 50% race. Next season, they'll be different. I think they will do the qualifying method, which they introduced in the game quite recently. 1:15.522 from H Racing Green there, and glad I was actually following that lap there, because it looked absolutely awesome from him. So we'll have to wait and see if he could top that. Now Lambo in P2. I wasn't expecting Lambo to be in P2. He's doing well to keep there, because I don't think he's got a podium at all this season. So it will be nice to see him get a podium this season. So obviously, no matter what, guys, there will be a Brit, there will be a United Kingdom British person that will be on the top step, unless Jam joins, but I don't think Jam's going to join, I don't think, so yeah. So, as I'm just seeing, I think everyone's on the track except Jamie, of course. There's been a little bit of a slide from Lambo. Hopefully Jamie has moved out of the way of everybody else, because otherwise it's really going to put them off their laps, really. So Lambo is going to come across the line now as he sets another lap. No, he's diving. Will he have time? I don't think he will. So that'll probably be his final lap. But Red Mat's gone green in the first sector, so he's possibly looking to improve on the second sector as well in the Vauxhall car. And personal best again. So we're seeing a lot of times improve at the moment as he goes down the hill then onto the final straight. There's a few bits of the circuit that cross in between each other, and that's what I like. Obviously the Super Formula cars are not as fast as the real life ones. The real life Formula 1 cars, that is. Redman goes up to third, well he stays third, but he does improve anyway. Scott's in the pits. I don't think he's going to make it out in time to do one more lap, I don't think. Francis is still, I don't know. There's a few people that can make it, but it's going to be, I think, a bit tough, really. But, well, it did depend on when Red Mat actually started the session as well, but I think most people will not be allowed to set their laps in time if they come out on an out lap, so J-Luke then also negotiating the set corners. It's me in P3. So the track is starting to evolve quite a bit from these guys as the track is rubbering in. I think that's why most people are waiting it for a bit late to get their laps in, which is like what we saw actually in the real life Hungarian Grand Prix in Q1. The times changed so much that you had to really stay out. So here comes J-Luke. Then we'll have to wait and see if his time is justice. It'll be his final lap time. And it is a 1:16.8. That is his personal best, and that puts him in P7. It's me stays third. Red Matt staying where he is, I'm guessing. So, yeah, the finals will begin soon. So I think everyone is going on their in-laps, ready to begin final race of the season, of the Super Formula season. It's going to be a bittersweet moment for everybody involved, but we are going to try and make the stream most enjoyable for you guys, because that's the most important thing. We want to make it fun, we want to make it entertaining. So, the finals have begun. Whoop, whoop. And I thought it was my TV that's died, but it hasn't, which is good. And so, we have got the following as your grid order. H Racing Green will be starting on pole position, followed by Francis, Lambo, It's Me, Red Matt, Scott, J Luke, and Jamie. And we only have 8 drivers. But, we're still going to have a cracking race anyway. So, I hope you guys are ready for some action. I know I am. The 5 red lights are about to come on. H Racing Green on pole. Francis alongside. Are you ready? And It's Me almost got a jump start there. Oh, It's Me had a terrible start, actually. He compromised himself a little bit, but Francis is off to a very good start. He takes the inside line from H Racing Green. They're going side by side, approaching the centre. S's Lambo also joining as well. Lambo almost making a bit of contact as well from Francis. We'll have to wait and see, as they're already going past the centre S's now, as Lambo's going to try and get around the outside into turn 4. Couldn't quite make it. Francis holds on. Francis gets P2. Scott is in the back of orders as well. Can Scott capitalise on any mistakes? We'll have to wait and see. But Francis had a good start, but H Racing Green really got the switchback going and defended well. Oh, Francis and Lambo fighting again for P2. Scott is finding every bit of being as well. This is all feisty stuff already for the opening part of this Grand Prix, as we've got Scott going to try and find every bit of ounce he has to try and get past his lot and see if any one of these guys make a mistake then. So, approaching you past Young Cow and going past Lambo then. Scott's going to try the inside. Doesn't quite have the space to do it. He's then going to try the outside. Lambo knows where Scott is going. Lambo needs to pick a line to hold on for. They're going side by side into turn number 1. Scott's decided to commit to the inside. Decided no can do for the time being. So Scott stays 4th. Jamie's already made his way up into 5th place. So Jamie is, yeah. This is why Jamie is a Tier 1 champion, because he can make up loads of places in the start and forget about everybody's mistakes and concentrate on his own race. So the 2 champions fighting for position now, as we got Scott and Jamie as well. Scott's looking away past Lambo quite easily, but he's got to be careful. He's got to make it soon, because otherwise Jamie's going to have a look as well. As Scott goes around the outside of Lambo. Can he quite do it this time? No. They both manage to hold on to the line. We'll have to wait and see who gets the better exit. Then goes to Young Cow at the moment. We've got Red Matt, J Luke as well. Lambo's definitely going to be the one that's most under pressure. He's going to be very worried about what's going to happen in front of him. And Scott now takes the left-hand side. Can Scott take advantage here? He's got to do it now. Nope, he does not yet. Jamie, look at that. Jamie's right on the gearbox of Scott. So Jamie would use DRS at this point. I think DRS is enabled in the Super Formula cars. Correct me if I'm wrong though. I don't really know, because I don't race. I don't really race the Super Formula cars this game, but in GT Sport. But there we go. As yes, Scott has already lost time to Jamie in that lap. So I think Lambo's going to get him P3 for now. I think Francis, because of that battling, he's able to keep up to P2. Meanwhile, J Luke in 7th. It's me not having a good start in P8 after starting from P3. We're already starting to see a lot of a train forming, to be honest, at this early stage. Pit window will be around about lap 8 and lap 9 then, so that is when they will, because they usually do 2 stops on this game, 2 stops in the Super Formula car. Now, let's see where Jamie is now going into turn 1. What opportunity can he make here? Nope, he decides to back out of it because he doesn't want to be too ambitious yet, because it is still the opening part of the race. It is not over till the checkered flag falls. As Scott gets the outside, Jamie's going to go side by side and the inside. I think Scott defends really nicely there to keep Jamie behind. Scott's probably saying to Jamie, I know you're champion, but I'm tier 2 champion, and I'm going to prove why I deserve to be in this tier next season, and that is what he's going to try and do. He's done well to win the tier below, and he's already proven that he could compete against the top guys and pretty much beat some of them as well. But he needs to gain the time to get Lambo soon though. Let's see what else is going on behind. Red Matt 6th. J-Luke's just behind with It's Me. So the gaps at the moment, they're all within a second of each other. This is crazy. This is probably one of the closest races we've seen so far, and I'm not even kidding. So, don't forget Lambo just have a free temp penalty. That might have been a corner cut. And the game is strict on corner cuts, but you are allowed to slow down to take them off. It's not like F1 where you have to keep the penalties forever. You will have a chance to slow down, but I don't want Lambo to slow down now because otherwise he's going to lose a place to Scott. Oh, that was a mistake because he's gone 1.75. Could this be his run lost for him as Scott gained a bit more time on Lambo? He's now, I think, 5 tenths behind Lambo. He's around about 6 tenths behind the lead. Oh, well, 6 seconds behind the leader overall. Scott's just got to find the window of the number 24 car. He's just got to pressure Lambo into a state, really, as Lambo sometimes trying to trick Scott, which is quite good actually, because you may think you're defending that way. Oh, Lambo, that was almost resulting in a crash, and I think Jamie's got past Scott as well after what happened. So it looks like Lambo and Jamie are fighting for P4 now. Yep, Lambo's ghosted a little bit there. I think he's struggling. He must be struggling on his tyres. He might be pushing too much after the battle that we've had. So here comes Jamie then. Jamie is going to go around the inside into turn 4. I think he's easily going to get the move done there. Yes, he does. Lambo's got Scott right behind him though. Scott is a threat for Lambo still. But Lambo's going to have another go again on Jamie. They almost touched though. Be careful, Lambo. You don't want to cause issues with the car. As Scott is also trying to be ambitious as well. It is good to be ambitious in a way. I like it when people are ambitious, to be fair. So, H Racing Green at the moment holding a 3.6 second lead over Francis. So altogether it's around about, actually no, it's a 3 second now. So altogether it's 6 seconds. So, Jamie still in 3rd. Lambo in 4th place. Lambo can't afford another mistake, otherwise he's going to lose another position. You can see the tyres are starting to degrade just a little bit for Lambo. But I think you could just see Scott is just like not giving up, is he? He's just trying to find the right moment on the track. But there are some corners which are difficult to overtake. I've raced on this circuit before, and I sometimes try to overtake a car, but it never works around this circuit. Scott's going to dive it in around the inside of Lambo. I think he gets the job done, but Lambo's going to come back at it again, going towards Young Cal. They're going to go side by side once again. Lambo to the inside. Scott goes to the outside. Scott just about defends from P4, but what a close move. I think both of them made mistakes there, but it was Scott who remained victorious after that battle. I think it was like a round 3 battle, but anyway, Lambo is going to try once again then, going into turn 1. Can Lambo make it do it this time? He's going to get the inside. Doesn't quite work, so he's going to try the outside. All stay behind him at the moment, go for the centre assist. I wonder what people will be doing if you were in Lambo's shoes. You got to think about what the other car's doing as Lambo now goes to the outside into turn 4. This could really be a good chance for him, but no. Scott is too good for it at the moment. I think Scott is controlling his tyres a lot more than Lambo is at the moment, but my oh my, this is absolutely insane racing at the moment from Scott and Lambo. I did say earlier it was quality over quantity. It definitely is showing quality today. Oh no, Lambo's made a mistake. Lambo's made a mistake. So that means Red Matt's passed him, It's past him, J Luke's past him, and Lambo's out of the session. He's retired. That was a definite retire there. He spun, and I think it looked like he gave up there, which is a bit of a shame, really. Not a good way to end your ILRGT career in the Super Formula cars. But he did get a few podiums this season. He was there. So he is looking to score a few points better next season. I will need to double check with Matt as well when the dates are for next season as well. I do know it's going to be a much longer break than usual. That's all I know. But anyway, because of that mistake, we've got Jamie in P3 now. It's me in 4th, but we got J Luke holding on to the back of It's Me as well. So J Luke can challenge this as well. Now I need to go and get my glasses because my vision is going absolutely pear-shaped at the moment. So I'm meant to be wearing glasses when I'm on computer screens, and I wear at work, but I don't wear it at home, so I don't see the point. But I am putting it on now so I can see better. That has done me a lot of betterness with my eyes, and I think I just made the word because I don't think betterness makes a lot of sense there, but there we go. So if you're liking what you're seeing, don't forget to click the like button and also subscribe. And also keep an eye on the Twitter account because we'll tell you when the next ILRGT series is and what it is and what cars and stuff. So keep on board. So I know the account will tease quite a bit as to what the cars might be. Now, Francis P2. Jamie has found some incredible time over Francis. And, oh, that was my controller there that almost died, and it almost quit the game. And, no, I don't want to quit the game. So, you can see H Racing Green in the background. Due to the battling, is already pulling away a 5.7 gap over the rest of the field. And Jamie is going to find the pace there. Let's go on board with Jamie, actually. Going past Young Cal, going up the hill. People in the grandstand are cheering. Unfortunately, they are not rooting for any Brazilians because there are no Brazilians in the race, sadly, which is a shame. But anyway, H Racing Green pits. I do believe Francis does as well. Yes, he does. So hopefully Francis and H Racing Green are going to make the undercut on Jamie. So I wonder if pitting a lap later or a few laps later would benefit Jamie. It is going to be a tight one. It is going to be a tight race, I must say. Let's decide that. but we'll just see anyway. Scott now is in P2. Quite a lot of people. I did say roughly about 9, that's 9 to 10 is when people are going to pit. I predicted quite well. H Racing Green, what a good pit stop from him. That still puts him in P2 at the moment. So when Jamie pits, H Racing Green will definitely come out in the lead. No question about it. So H Racing Green now, all he's got to do is focus until this final stint, because obviously like we said earlier, you usually do 2 stops. 2 stops is the way to go on this game. If you do just the 1 stop, your tyres die. As France is in 4 for the moment. Jamie's in the pits then. So, is anyone going to get the undercut on Jamie then? H Racing Green hope so. Well, the overcut for Jamie. We'll have to wait and see. So, like I said, H Racing Green definitely comes out in the lead as well. So there he goes. And he'll be 7th. Okay, I wasn't expecting. Was that a shocking pit stop from Jamie? Oh no, it was a game glitching on me. Typical. I thought it was. It said on my game Jamie was last. I was like, what? That can't be. That can't be. But I was, you know, wasn't wrong anyway. So, H Racing Green still in the lead with Jamie in 2nd. Scott in 3rd. Because Scott having a monstrous pit stop as well, but he's still going to have Francis and also Red Matt behind. I think we're seeing a lot more battles this race so far, possibly due to the fact that it is the season finale of ILRGT, and they want to do well. They want to do as much as they can. As France, I think, has lost a bit of time to Scott then, because I think he's going to lose time to Matt if he's not careful. I think Matt could be saving, or maybe Francis could be saving as well, but there is a few corners where Francis does gain and Scott does not, and that is where you also make a mistake, which Francis did as well. To be honest, I would make a mistake in this car, so I don't even know why I'm complaining, but there we go. As Francis makes a mistake again. He's not. I don't think he's controlling the car as much as we thought today. It is a bit of a shame, really, because I did predict Francis was going to get a podium today, and to be honest, I think I jinxed myself. And do you know who hates jinxing? I do. I hate jinxing people. And those were one of those jinx, to be honest. As he just had to set not a bad first sector at the moment, so he's going to find some more time pretty soon. I'm just going to check the stream every so often just to be sure that everything's okay, but it should be. As Scott still in P3, Jamie pulling up the gap in P2 as well. Now, what can Red Matt do behind Francis now? Red Matt's 3 seconds behind. What about J-Luke, though? J-Luke's about 1.9, so I think the gaps are starting to spread a little bit. Just a tiny bit for these guys. They just need to keep the rhythm. I think most of them are starting to find the rhythm and make less mistakes as well. I almost said limbo. Oh my god, if I said limbo, no one will live it up. Anyway, if Lambo was still in this race, imagine what it would have been like. Imagine what the battle would have been to try and get into the lead. But you never know. Unfortunately, this could happen in racing. So, what's been your favourite moment of the season? There's been some very good races, to be honest, so far. Across both tiers I've commentated at. It's been a nice mixed bag, and it was also a change to commentate on GT Sport as well. They are thinking of moving the days as well, possibly to either Monday or Tuesday. Probably Monday. Which unfortunately, if they do move it to a Monday, I can't commentate it because I usually have a rehearsal on a Monday from September. So, sad face. So, technically, this could be the last time I commentate on GT Sport for a while, unless they keep it on a Wednesday. Please keep it on a Wednesday, then I'll still be able to commentate on these lovely drivers. But it's not up to me, of course. So, we're pretty much halfway in this race so far, and yeah, not much has changed at the moment. They're all running their own race, but Jamie is still gaining on H Racing Green, so it's going to be very spicy, I think. I wonder if we can get a last few laps battle between Jamie and H Racing Green, you never know. We'll just have to wait and see as the time approaches, but again, they will have to pit, and it will be lap 18, well actually yeah, it will be roughly about lap 18, lap 19 is when people will be expected to pit, because obviously they pit at lap 9, 10, and it'll be 18, 19, lap 19 or lap 20 when they pit for their final stop. So we're going to keep an eye on as well to see if anyone starts to struggle on those tyres that are starting to disintegrate. Hopefully we don't see any punches, because if we see any punches, then that won't be good for the driver, because obviously we want to see all 8 cars get to the finish line, but unfortunately it's only 7 at the moment due to Lambo's unfortunate incident. Now we do have some change. Oh, Francis making another mistake there. It's me who's just gone past him. Did he go wide towards Young Cow? Oh, he's gone wide again. Oh, he's doing having a spin as well. Oh, no, Francis, no. I think, to be honest, that was the biggest commentator's curse I've ever seen, and he's out. So we're already down to 6 drivers. Great. Yep, he's out. He's out of the race. So, did he lose control of his tyres? Was he able to get it to the end? I don't even know, to be honest. So, if any of these guys were on the top 6 and they still finished, they are going to get a decent amount of points, just saying. So, no matter where they finish, it's going to be decent. So, it's me, we'll get a good points finish for this race if he keeps the car intact, which I want to see from It's Me. Jamie now, what's the gap between Jamie and H Racing Green? 9/10 of a second. I think it's not the question of if he's going to do it, it's a question of when he's going to do it, I think. Just let me know in the comments section, do you think Jamie is going to get past H Racing Green? We will have to wait and see. And he's just going to find the time. He's going to find the grip as well. He's got more grip, actually. I thought he'll be waiting until they get to the next pit stops, but unfortunately, he's gone even faster, so he's already saying fastest laps already. You can see the fastest lap so far is a 1:15.7. So, already he's finding a little bit more grip in the car than H Racing Green, I think. I wonder if that will be H Racing Green's cue to pit, or will he choose to stay out? As H Racing Green is going to make a decision sooner or later. Maybe Jamie will be following a different decision to what H Racing Green does. It's kind of like a team's moment in F1. Whatever the opposing team does, the opposite does, or something like that. You never know. You never know what I mean. As here goes Jamie then, starting lap 19 and 30. Both H Racing Green and Jamie are still close together. Scott's going into the pits then quite early. The question is Scott and Renmac going to make those tyres last to the end? And J-Luke and It's Me decide to stay out. I wonder because if they had a big gap in front of them, and I wonder if that's going to help them a bit more. You can see on the onboard shot the amount of tyre degradation, only just though. I don't know, can you tell? To be honest, I don't even know these days. Just don't ask me. So this is Jamie's chance then to get the jump of H Racing Green. If we could get a second different winner in a row, if Jamie doesn't get his act together. I'm loving this little battle between them. It's pretty good going towards the final corner now. Will these two decide to pit? No, they decide to stay out. But what can Jamie do as he goes round the inside into turn 1? H Racing Green, what a comeback. What a defence from H Racing Green there. But Jamie gets the outside line. They're still going side by side around the centre. This can't be. Hopefully it won't cause any contact at all. But there we go. There goes Jamie into the lead of this race. Fantastic stuff from our champion. But H Racing Green has got to act fast. He wants a challenge for this win. But you can see it is probably not in his grasp as of yet. And that's what's taking a disadvantage of him at the moment. But we've seen how H Racing Green delivers. We hope he makes a comeback. Fingers crossed, touch wood, that his internet decides to play ball. Because the last few times I commentated, his internet died. And I do believe his internet was BT, so please BT or whatever internet H Racing Green has, please keep the internet on until the end of the race. And H Racing Green goes to the pits. Jamie doesn't. So you are right. Jamie wants to do the opposite of H Racing Green, but he couldn't really see because obviously H Racing Green was behind him. So there we go. H Racing Green is about to pit for its final stop then. And I'm almost certain that's going to get to the end of the race. Obviously Scott has already pitted then. Is Scott going to make the undercut? Scott is going to go towards the final corner now. I think H Racing Green is going to come out ahead. Only just, I think. Yep, he comes out ahead. I think it's going to be close. Yep, H Racing Green comes out ahead of Scott by 4 seconds. So I'm almost certain that Jamie is going to be ahead of the rest of the field. If Jamie doesn't go ahead, then what's the world been in? There might be a surprise. Because Jamie rarely bottles it. So if Jamie bottles it in the pit lane, then again, I'm never going to live it down. I'm never going to live it down, but we shall see. We have seen some surprises in ILR, in all leagues, in F1, Project Cars, GT Sport. We have seen someone that's come from like last place and gone on to win. That is Jamie, my friend. But the only difference between Jamie and an average person that does that is Jamie does it all the time. If I start last in a Grand Prix, I never win. I finish like 11th or 12th in a race. Like China last season. And speaking of China, China's tomorrow in ILR 8, which you can watch me race at 6:30. So if you want to check that out and watch me race it, please do. It'll be amazing. It'll be great to see the support. And China's one of my worst tracks as well. I'm absolutely dreading it. And then you can catch me commentating on ILR 5 straight after. So you get a double dose of me. Except I'm not commentating ILR 8, I'm just racing in it. Boom. So that is what that's got left of PS4. The other tiers we've got, obviously we've got ILR 8, 6 and 7 on at half 6, and then we've got ILR 4 and 5 at 8, and then ILR Xbox on Friday, but we're concentrating on what's going on tomorrow early. I think Age Racing Green is so further back on Jamie. Jamie's going to hope that another person makes a mistake, really. There we go, here comes Age Racing Green. His pit stop, his pit crew are going to be on it. His pit crew is on it. Here comes Age Racing Green across the line. It is going to be really tight. And Age Racing Green sets a very good personal best. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be tight. Here comes Jamie out the pit exit. Age Racing Green comes out. Ooh, Jamie just comes out ahead of Age Racing Green. Lads, this is going to be a battle to the finish between two titans. And it is going to be absolutely great to end off this league. So if you just joined us, you joined us at the right time. We've only got 6 drivers, but who cares? These drivers are still putting on some great racing. And to be honest, that's all I care about, really. Don't forget, ILRGT2 is also happening at the same time. And you're more than likely to have both streams on at the same time, which I highly recommend. Have both streams on at the same time because, yeah. So anyway, Jamie and Age Racing Green going to go side by side once again, going into turn 1. It looks like they're challenging each other for position quite a bit here as well. It's going to be absolutely tight. Age Racing Green gets ahead of Jamie again. Could this be the time where he goes from last and he doesn't get first? Did I just jinx Jamie? If I jinx Jamie, then I'm not going to be a happy bunny. As Jamie just made a bit of a mistake. Age Racing Green has gone a bit wide as well. Is it the time where they lost the rhythm a little bit as well? You can see the glistening sea behind as well. It looks pretty cool from here. So this is a battle for the finish then. Scott's still third. J-Luke fourth. He's got It's Me behind, which is around about 1.6 seconds. And we've got Red Matt as well. So if that battle starts to heat up, I will follow that. But since we got a battle for the lead, I think that will be probably the most important. So, well, I think people are already starting to get faster in their qualifying laps in race pace. That's how far they're pushing. Maybe some of these guys have put less fuel in the cars to make sure they can set those fastest laps, because obviously the track has rubbed in more in the race. And you can see the lines as well of people in the circuit. I've seen this last week as well. It might be just me, but I always see a bit of debris on the track, and it confused me quite a lot. As oh, that was definitely Jamie's personal best there. So he is starting to gain on Age Racing Green quite a bit actually. You can see It's Me and Red Matt right at the back as well in the trap map fighting as well. So let's follow them. So Red Matt doesn't want to be last of the finishers. He's still going to get good points anyway, even if he finishes last of the finishers. But he doesn't want to. He still wants some glory from it anyway. So to be honest, I only just figured this out, and I don't know why I figured this out. I didn't figure this out earlier. There is a 50% chance that people can go onto the podium. So there we go. 50% chance. That's what it is, folks. So we'll see if Jamie's very close on Age Racing Green actually. Luckily I was on board for them at just the right time then. Is Jamie gonna have the better run on Age Racing Green? Age Racing Green has got to fight. Has got to fight for his life. He's got to fight like his life depends on it. And Hopefully, H Racing Green doesn't go to Narnia. Right. We shall see Jamie being very committed there. This is a very hard spot of overtaking. Oh, Jamie's gone wide. Jamie's made a mistake. No, Jamie. Has that costed Jamie the win of this race? Could this be his second loss in a row for Jamie? He's already about nearly 2 seconds down already. Or is he doing it on purpose to fight Scott again? I wonder. Because I think Scott's gaining on Jamie. Yes, he is. He is gaining on Jamie. I wonder if it is on purpose, but we'll have to wait and see. I think him going into the gravel like that has probably not done his tyres any good, to be fair. And to be honest, I don't like to see people make... Oh, and he's lost 3... I think it was 3.5 seconds that lap. He lost a bit of time there, so... That was unfortunate. As Jamie has gone faster again, so he is forgetting about the mistake, which is important to have as a driver. If you let the mistake get you down, you're never going to get anywhere. And you're going to have Scott get past you if you're not careful. But luckily, since H Racing Green and Jamie are so far ahead anyway, then of course they're going to stay at a reasonable distance. And like we said earlier, we will let you know on our last Twitter on when the next developments of ILRGT, when the sign-ups will open. So if you want to know when sign-ups open for ILRGT, please check Twitter for more information. Oh, Jamie almost touched Ace Racing Green. And he said Ace Racing Green's name wrong, but who cares? But anyway, Jamie is going to have another look then on Ace Racing Green. This could be his big moment. Ace Racing Green, his life depends on this. He wants his win. He is hungry for it. He's got every guts and determination. Jamie almost went through Ace Racing Green there. But you can tell the hunger in his eyes for Ace Racing Green going into these last few laps. His heart must be racing like 100 miles a minute. I'm not even kidding. He is trying his best to make sure that he gets through to the end of the race and make sure he wins. The only other person to have won a race in this tier is Phil. Phil's not here tonight. H Racing Green really wants to join this exclusive club, and he's only got 2 more laps to do it. Can he do it? This battle is gonna get tasty. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Jamie's gonna try again. Jamie's gonna try again into turn 1. Could this be his big break? No! H Racing Green is just so much better in the corners. H Racing Green is getting the back air exit, and look, due to the fact these two are battling so hard, you can see Scott in the background. Jamie's gonna get the inside line now. Can H Racing Green take the better out line there? And he's still in the lead right now. This is like tug of war. Is it like racing or ping pong or something? But my oh my. This is the battle of the dogs. Battle of the Titans, really. And they're going to try once again coming up to these final corners. They're pretty much going to fight for every ounce, for every bean, as Jamie goes round the outside again. This has got to make the move sit now. No, he doesn't. He's got 1 final lap. He's got to make it count. Otherwise, it's another win lost down the drain for Jamie. So, the final stage of this race then. It's like the final round of boxing, if you like to call it. But anyway, final lap. Jamie, can Jamie get the inside line? No, H Racing Green, look at that move. That switchback is absolutely amazing for H Racing Green. It looked like Jamie almost had the move there, but H Racing Green was so committed. Jamie into the inside. Is he going to challenge H Racing Green for a move this time? Nope, he does not. H Racing Green just wants this so badly. He had a disconnection last week. He doesn't want a disconnection this week. The fans in Brazil are screaming for this really amazing last lap battle. Jamie goes to the inside. But this time H Racing Green just has no room for error. H Racing Green hasn't put a foot wrong during this race. At this rate, it looks like it's going to be a photo finish. It's going to be insane. As we go towards Young Cow now, what can Jamie do towards the last few corners? Jamie has got to make the move now. He's got to make the jump. He's got to try and figure out a move. He's going to get the outside. Oh, it's going to be a photo finish. Who's going to win? It's H Racing Green. Wow. So H Racing Green has won. The curse is over. He has won. So happy for him. Jamie takes P2. What a good result for Scott in his debut in Tier 1. P3 for him. J Luke in P4. That'll be his best result as well. It's me in 5th. Red Matt in 6th. Wow. H Racing Green and Jamie had definitely put on a show today for the crowd. And it was H Racing Green that came out on top. Wow. I pretty much enjoyed that race. That was pretty fun. Thanks, guys. So, that is it for ILRGT, which is very, very sad. I did start as a reserve commentator. I was just going to reserve for the both tiers. And then that ended up from like round 3 onwards being permanent for Tier 2. And then from round 4 onwards, I was doing Tier 1. So, I kind of swapped and changed a bit. I wasn't expected to be permanent, but I was. And it's been quite fun. It was my first season commentating GT Sport. And thanks to Red Matt, Scott and Jack for letting me commentate this. It's been really good, actually. I would like to do this again, as long as it doesn't fall on a Monday. But there we go. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And for the final time on Wednesday night, I've been JustGames95. If you want to see me again, I'll be racing tomorrow in ILR8 at 6:30. Or if you want to catch my commentary again, I will be commentating ILR5 tomorrow at 8 PM. You can watch both. But watch one after the other. That's what I recommend anyway. But thanks for watching. We don't know when ILRGT will be back next. So we will see you when we see you for another round of ILRGT. We'll keep you informed what selection of cars the coordinator decided to choose. But thank you, ILRGT. You've been amazing in the Super Formula cars. Have a good evening, everybody, and good night.